A wildfire causing evacuations in Dorado County right now.
All this happening near the community of Somerset.
Good evening. I'm Luke Clary.
And I'm Alicia Machado. Thank you for joining us on this Sunday evening.
And ABC 10's Garsh Balsanga is in Dorado County right now as people are being forced to leave their homes.
Garsh Paul, what can you tell us? What's happening right now out there?
Alicia and Luke, things look a lot better here on Fairplay Road. We're just kind of outside of the Fairplay community, but they look a lot better than just a few hours ago. So let me step out of the way and show you what's happening here. So fire crews just going down and taking care of this area. So what they're doing specifically is putting out those hot spots. Forward progress for this fire has been stopped, so that is great news for residents that were evacuated. We have been told that the evacuation orders have been lifted here. So they're calling this the Rontree Fire. It is burning near the Rontree Lane and Fairplay Road in the Somerset area. Its updated numbers are it's burned about 8 acres so far. It is 30% contained, but the problems that crews had with this fire is that this fire burned near homes, so it was threatening homes. That's why they issued that evacuation order for the people living in that Leapfrog Lane area. But luckily, the order has been lifted. Those people are able to go back to their homes. And that second problem that crews experienced was this fire was spotting. So this fire started on one side of the road and it spotted to the other side of the road. So that is what crews are worried about. And that spotting area is when an ember carries from the main fire and goes ahead of the main fire, and that is when it causes spot fires that can cause even more problems for fire crews. So we don't know exactly how far these spots went, but this was certainly one area where that caused fire crews problems. So right now, things looking a lot better than they did just a few hours ago, but road closures still remain in place, especially for the Fairplay Road. So fire crews are asking people to stay away, but luckily this fire only burned 8 acres. It is 30% contained. In terms of damage or destruction, we haven't heard of any homes that were damaged. Fire crews on scene tell us the only damage they've seen so far is just burned fence posts. So we just arrived here about 30 minutes ago. We're gonna try to check out more of this perimeter to see what is going on. But this fire started very quickly. Fire crews jumped on it very quickly. We had air resources here in a matter of minutes. So they're crediting for that as reasons why they put this fire out very quickly. But right now, a lot of these fire crews just breathing a sigh of relief. Luke and Alicia.
Yeah, and Garsh Paul, no doubt many viewers breathing a sigh of relief as well with the news that you've just shared. It looks like crews there behind you are mopping up those hot spots, and we know that they'll stay on it because those can reignite, especially with those very hot and dry conditions that crews are seeing out there as well. Garsh Balsanga reporting live for us at the Rontree Fire. Thank you.
And we want to turn things over now to meteorologist Brendan Minchef, who has more on how our conditions today can impact fire risk. Brendan.
Yeah, that's right. Well, the good news that we've seen, Alicia, is that we didn't see a lot of wind out there today. Here's what it looks like right now in terms of current winds. In the valley, about 10 miles an hour. Fairfield in the Delta, seeing closer to 20 to 25. And that's obviously that Delta breeze starting to pick up. Near Placerville, which is where Somerset is, it's just south of Placerville. Those winds right now, we're reading only about 5 to times closer to 15 miles per hour. So that's the good news there. And in terms of gusts, we're really not seeing any. But it was definitely a warm day today. Temperatures right now are 95 in Placerville. And so obviously, again, quite a warm day. Good thing we didn't have a lot of that wind to speak of this afternoon. 97 right now in Sacramento, 98 in Elk Grove, 101 Stockton, 99 in Modesto. Here's some more good news to add on top of that, though. These temperatures are about 5, in some cases 10. Fairfield almost 15 degrees cooler than where we were just 24 hours ago. But the significant fire potential is staying with us. You can see now much of Northern California, all the way from the coast through the valley and into the Sierra, are now in that very dry to moderate risk. And that's because things are starting to dry out, especially in the valley. The implications of that wet winter were that we, fixed our drought, but we also had a lot of new plant growth. And that means as things dry, we've got a lot more extra fuel to speak of. Now, tomorrow, when we talk about winds, we'll have a nice breeze tonight. But tomorrow, one thing I want to point out, we'll be okay in the valley. But on the east slope of the Sierra in towards Nevada, look at all the gusts that we're going to see on that eastern slope and again into the state of Nevada. And so the fire danger on our eastern slope and into Nevada is quite a bit higher tomorrow than what we're going to see here in Northern California. I know that's out of our area, but the point is that fire season is here and it's here to stay. Mild overnight tonight, as this is the weather story. Not as hot this week. That is the best news that we can speak of. We've had a lot of triple-digit days. The good news is it looks like we're done with those just for a little while. and we'll even have some low 90s by Friday. So there's a lot of things in the weather world to talk about, from fire to cooler temperatures to Delta breeze as well. But we're going to boil it all down. Much cooler this week compared to last week. Luke and Alicia.